No, I was just saying that it's been very complicated, all the things we're going through this year. Um, New house, um, having Henry part-time, having custody of him. Oh man, it's been crazy.
It's crazy.
She was exiting, getting married. That was difficult.
Yeah, that's difficult times.
I had a new child, then getting custody,
That's
the house,
stressful.
new house is great, but it's just costing so much money and time. It's a constant strain when you, like, we're living out of one of the rooms in the house and guest room and guest bathroom. So we're like college kids in here. We don't have hardly any furniture. So between here and the Maryland house, we got half of a home, both places. uh, the constant construction, family stuff, Tony was getting custody of the kids and was doing really good. Him and his girl was working things out. They were getting back together, and then the dude took a nosedive.
Where's he at?
He is back to doing the same old shit. He had a car, and everything. I think the car's gone now. He just came back after being gone for 2 weeks. It's really sad, man. My neighbor called me to tell me, hey, I heard some crying outside, and went around front to go to the gym, and I see your nephew in the driveway crying with his book sack. So I went over to check on him, and he said that he don't know where anybody is, so I'm calling you. So I gave him a passcode to get in the house, let him in. This dude straight abandoned his kid. Like he's done stuff like that before, but he had his ex-wife who would catch the slack, which doesn't make it any better, but at least somebody as an adult is there with your child.
They let him watch the kids on his own?
Yeah, he's got custody of it now, of his son now.
We're talking about Tony?
Yeah, the mom is like literally batshit crazy. The last I heard from her, she was going to Africa for a mission trip for God.
Amen.
That's great, but what about your kids?
What are we talking about?
Angela, I guess Angela, yeah.
What's her name?
I think her name is Angela. I can't remember right now. She is
From Mexico?
No.
Guatemala?
No.
Honduras.
Honduras. That's his ex-wife, who was actually taking care of the kids.
Oh, we're not talking about her right now.
No.
We're talking about somebody else.
I'm talking about the kid's actual mother abandoned the kids, and then Tony said, "Okay, I'm gonna take custody," and I'm like, "Okay, he's doing good." So we got all the paperwork done and all that, and then this dude just does this. So like I said, this year has been one calamity after another, after another, after another. Yeah, it's nuts. Well, you remember through COVID when this incident happened, and I was getting ready to take the kids. I was willing to change my life and go from Uncle Mark and Daddy Mark to two young kids. And last minute, the parents, Tony and his ex-wife, were like fighting me about it because one, they want the benefits, and two, that's their anchor. Like, that's why Tony's being let back to my house right now from my dad, because my dad's not going to abandon him. But I had this conversation. I'm like, how are you going to not abandon that one, but you're totally messing over your grandson? You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot. But, you got that. Having my son, getting custody of him, that was a lot. Here's the new house. It's great, but again, it's just draining on a lot of ways, and with a lot of blessings, you get a lot of worries, a lot of strains.
A lot of stuff.
But it's working out.
It's the American dream, though, to have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And then just have one or two problems, like, oh, I have no money, or I have no intelligence, or, one
you remember
problem.
when we were kids and we were like, man, all I got's a bike. I can't wait till I get a vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't even care, it's a banger. I just want a vehicle.
Yeah. And
Tired
you're a
of
kid,
walking
you're like,
around
I
like-
can't wait so I can get an adult and stay up past 9 o'clock. And now I'm an adult and I go to bed at 9 o'clock. So,
The idea of life. Yeah, we want to, man, I want my own house, I want my own car. You know what you don't want? You don't want a house note. You don't want insurance. You don't want a car note. You don't want to pay for that gas or maintenance on it. I mean, we want a lot of shit as kids and young adults and even adults. You know, I hear people all the time, man, I wish I could just win that Powerball. No, you fucking don't.
yes,
You
they
really
fucking
don't.
do. Yes,
You,
they
you
fucking
personally might, the majority of people win that Powerball and your whole life's fucked up.
do. Yeah, but they still want it.
Yeah, absolutely want it, but they don't realize what comes with it. You remember in Spider-Man, Peter Parker was told, with great power comes great responsibility. Do you remember that line?
Yeah, we should check on Hollywood, though. They haven't remade Spider-Man in a minute.
But yeah, you know, like, it's true. The more you have, the more problems it is.
More money, more problems,
Yeah.
right?
Look, I got a friend of mine who just got out of his first serious relationship, and what he learned is that my relationship wasn't so real. He's got everything going for him in life now. He used to say, man, I live in this little apartment. If I get a house one day and a nice car, start making money, man, everything's just gonna come to me. Everything's gonna work out. Bullshit. This dude drives a $150,000 car, makes $500,000 a year, got a big old house. Money is not his problem, but what money brings is. He thinks a nice watch and a new car. He's like addicted to
The
watches.
grass is always greener, I
Yeah.
guess.
About a year and a half ago, he started buying watches. He's probably got a dozen of them now. Nice watches. That doesn't make you cool. Nice car. That ain't gonna make you cool. The type of women it's bringing him are causing him trouble. They're only there for money.
Hookers.
They are literally hookers. I call
Gold digger.
them
Gold digger.
the little.
They mess
Yeah, you know, like, hey, do what you do for money, but don't lie to people about it, you know. But this dude believed them, you know. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't tell nobody nothing. But again, more money, more problems. Powerball ain't what nobody needs. All more and bigger stuff. People don't realize that's maintenance. And say you don't have any problems with fake people coming to your life, fake friends, fake relationships. You know what you do have? Now you have taxes. Now you have upkeep. You know?
I'm poor and I don't want people coming into my life now, though. So if I get rich, I'm just going to amplify that.
Why is there
Is
there a
fucking
prison
wall?
in this neighborhood? Who built a prison here? No,
Hey,
man.
10-foot fences
Brad's
around
place.
the yard.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
want
a
you seeing
spotlight on
in.
us right now.
If you come in, you're not going out without, you know.
Oh man, it's
My
been a
knowledge.
lot. I don't know, but on a lighter note, things are getting better. I'm getting closer to being done on the house. Lost some friendships this year. I was talking about that with my other, with Jonna, that you know, before you can really grow in life, things are going to get taken away and pruned down. You know, you move into this orchid and you decide you want to get it going and making money again. You got to dig out everything that's overgrowing it, overgrowing the crops. You have to rewater everything. You have to consolidate things. You got to put things in order. Well, in life, it's the same thing. When you're going to grow, before you can grow, you're going to be cut back. The things you don't need. What do we do when we move? We pack up all of our shit and we realize we need to have a fucking yard sale. Not all of this is coming with me to the next place. So before you can step up, you got to prune and cull and clean out. And that's what this year has been. It's just been a reminder. And these white hairs growing in all over my damn face and in my hair now. I really understand when people say, "Oh, that's experience." I say, "No, motherfucker, those are grays. Those are grays."
Whites.
But you know why they grow in? Stress. learning, surviving.
I'm trying to alleviate stress things. I don't want to have a white beard. So
You don't want to be Gandalf the Grey?
white, bruh. It's white. It's
Look
not,
at these patches in my beard.
mine's not gray. Mine is white.
I look like a
Okay.
painter who dropped my spray gun and ducked down to grab it, and it just got me. You know. Like,
It's salt and peppery. Mine is like white patches. It's
oh, I got straight patch.
yeah.
You know, chunks. It's nuts, man. Over the last couple of years, I've really seen it sneak up on me.
This life don't last forever.
No, it don't. But I'm ready to get back in my routines. You got to have that. We talked about that with our kids, how vital a routine is for our children. But we forget we need a routine. We need a rounded life. We got to work.
Gotta have some things to make you feel good about yourself.
Yes, you got to work. You got to get your rest. You got to have time for just
physical
that.
and mental.
Yeah,
both of them.
Across the board. Across the board.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you get it. You know, you and your woman do everything together.
Not everything,
Well, majority.
but
But
that works for me.
it keeps y'all from wanting to choke each other out at the end of the day. You know? Like there are times in the middle of the day I love missing my woman. I love missing her. I love being at work, having a rough day, and then the phone dings. I look down and I'm like, oh, it's her saying something sweet to me, or somebody likes a picture and it's of us, you know. Or hell, when the day is just gone to shit and all I want to fucking do is
Or a
go
comfort zone.
home. Yeah, go back to my peace, my nest, my roost. You know.
Totally get that.
Lisi, she don't like to be around everybody. She likes to get secluded a little bit. You know, when we go out to eat, if she's not in the booth, she likes to sit under the table. I get it. I like to back up a little bit from everything, get a better view of things. Sometimes it's best. In my truck out.
All these things bring you a little bit of like semblance in your life.
Well, it's
Balance
It's outlets too.
things out.
It's outlets. When you go to the gym,
Outlets, yeah. You need releases for
you
sure.
let it out.
I had a friend message me the other day, and I think a lack of release and outlet for him has brought him to a place where, you know, he's looking for outlets
For
now halfway through life, you know, and
How do as a society we function without an outlet? Like people's like, I need to decompress and go watch some TV. What kind of fucking decompression is that? Is it just a change
I'm
of
guilty
subject?
of it. We all, we live in such an age of like fucking screens. They're everywhere. It's hard not to veg out, you know.
I find it absurd though that when
Excuse
you,
me.
I find it absurd. It's absurd when people use that as their only outlet. I am not trying to.
Some people just I'm like some people steadily searching for that next TV show or next movie or
They don't know what to do when a series ends. What are we gonna do with our life?
I've been there.
How fucking absurd is that?
After watching The Sopranos, you're just like, well, nothing else.
I find it crazy, and like going back to our kids, I recently found
That's like
I
right
recently
there on the
I recently found out that children, from the time they're born to 5 years old, their brains suck up everything. So I'm thinking of things.
48 months is the when they're just their brain is first 4 years, 5 years, 4 or 5 years, and I've seen it, especially like with the way like he starts learning, like
It's phenomenal.
yeah.
But it also,
When he started talking, he went from like saying a word to like speaking sentences and singing songs. He already did sing songs before he could even speak.
he would hum them.
He would sing them word for word, but he couldn't talk. But he could sing anything. Like he could sing the ABCs when he was like just a couple years old.
It's like somebody with a speech impediment, but they can sing it without stuttering.
And he'll be but you can't really talk it, But when he started talking, it's just he's at the age now where he's learning so much and things you're not seeing them you're not teaching
below
them,
the surface.
Yeah, you're not teaching them, but they're learning.
Fuck. Well, knowing that with Henry and that was Lacey sneezing.
Oh, okay.
But between Henry and Jesse, the way they're learning stuff, I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing with my time? I need to learn things too. So I have to educate myself to teach them, right?
Yeah, you do.
And I think about, again, we've talked about this before, how many times are we sitting here on our fucking phones? Nothing against people on TikTok or YouTube, but there's a lot of people, that's their only fucking, that's all they do. They text, they play on TikTok, they play on YouTube all fucking day. All of this information is right in front of you to do and learn anything that you could actually apply in your life.
It's there for that, but I feel like that's not what we're using it for. Like sometimes I'm definitely dumbing myself down, and you can use things as a tool, or you can let them rule you. Like GPS, for an example, you can fucking turn your GPS on and just let it tell you where to fucking go, or you can turn it on and you can learn where you're going and use it like people did once upon a time in these things called maps, and you'll learn and figure things out better because you have this ultimate tool at your disposal now. But people don't want to do that. They just want fucking Neuralink to
everything
tap into their brain and just tell them
they
where
want
to
easiest.
go.
They want easiest instead of actually learning and applying. You remember in the mornings when we would go to the Sage phone and load up to head out? They would literally print me out 3 pages of directions to get to the jobs.
A fucking MapQuest.
A MapQuest,
Yeah,
yes.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then I had an actual map. They would give me an address too, and I'd sometimes have to double check it. Man, I learned.
Bro, what about pizza deliveries like 20, 30
Same
minutes
thing.
ago? How are they just operating like that? 30 minutes or less? I don't know.
I have no idea. On a pizza delivery, they probably had to literally pull out an actual map and do the same shit to kind of get a guideline of where to go.
I remember they used to call and ask you, like when we would order pizza, you would have to tell them that,
Roundabout. Yeah, look for the yellow house.
Yeah, the yellow house next to the
You'll
tree.
see a big wooden fence. Drive past that, 2 more houses.
Globally, people average 6 hours and 58 minutes of screen time per day. That's a 50% increase from 2013.
So wait, repeat that. 6 hours and how many minutes?
6 hours and 58 minutes.
That's 7 fucking hours a day. Are you doing your fucking job?
25% of your day. No.
No.
It's more. It's more.
Look, okay, so you get up at 7 o'clock.
Or is that less?
You're back home by 7 p.m. at the latest. You did dinner and you're bed by 10. So that's 13 hours a day. If that's almost 7 hours, that means half of your fucking day you're on your phone.
We got South Africa beat though. South Africans spend 10 hours and 46. But so the global, I don't know what they're doing in South Africa. That's desert land out there.
Now look,
Globally, 6 hours or 7 hours, but in South Africa, they spend all day on that fucking screen. 10 hours a day.
I do construction. I play on my phone a lot. Most of the time I'm playing music or have to answer a work call or text. But I don't see how the fuck I could be on the phone for 3 hours a day.
I bet you're on the phone more than that. Check your fucking screen time right now.
Are you kidding me?
What you got?
They have screen time?
Yeah, they got screen time. Then check this.
What am I looking for? I'm in my mid-40s. I'm lucky to even know how to use a phone.
Let me tell you this real quick. 49% of 0 to 2-year-olds interact with smartphones. It doesn't say, and Gen Z averages around 9 hours of screen time per day.
9 hours.
Gen Z, yeah.
Okay, tell me where. Oh, here it is. Screen time. 2 hours and 59 minutes. How in the fuck? How am I on the phone 3 hours a day?
You're on the phone 3 hours a day. You called it. You knew. You knew how often.
I had no idea.
Hey, that's better than me. I'm on the phone a lot more than that. I'm on the phone I'm with the global 7 hours a day.
Well, you also get a check for being on your phone, so I'm gonna give you credit for that. You have residual income from that. Me,
It's picking up.
I would say probably between, I mean, your advertisements on Facebook, keeping up your relationships with that, your text to your friends and people you work with, and all of that.
Does screen time count for like listening to stuff?
It's
or do you
got
have
to.
to actually?
I'm gonna go back to it. I bet. I bet it.
To actually.
I saw like a pie chart. Okay, no. Let's see. App limits, downtime, content. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me. Carbonated
It-
water is serious. It does count.
See all activity. Here it goes. Social, creativity, productive, and finance. Okay. So social, I'm on the phone an hour and 24 minutes a day.
It says it will count if the screen is on, but if the screen is off, does it count? Is my question.
Okay. Huh.
And it says it right. Okay, here we can find it.
I don't know, but that's ridiculous. And like, even with my son, he loves Miss Rachel. Dude, I turn that on. I don't care. That dude could be fucking. He could have rolled down these fucking stairs that you just saw, all the way to the bottom floor. And if God forbid he did and lived and just had bumps and bruises, the moment Miss Rachel comes on, that little dude stops crying and he starts smiling at the TV in a fucking daze.
We did. Who is Miss Rachel? We don't mess with.
You don't know about Miss Rachel? Well, let's see. Miss Rachel's been out for a couple years now. She had one YouTube I pulled up. It's been up for 9 months. It had like 900 something million views. I was like, what the fuck?
She got one channel or one video?
No, she posts on YouTube, and she is the. If you have a young child, 3 or 3 or 4 years old, less right now,
Do you watch it?
I'll watch it with him.
She's not trying to brainwash the channel.
No, well, that's what I was scared of. So I'm like, let me see if this is some Satanist, far left, who knows what, you know. So let me just see what the hell.
Dropping in Easter eggs.
Yeah, let me see what this kid's being fed. It's actually very educational. It's like a female Mr. Rogers slash kind of teaching them. So it's educational as hell. And he fucking loves it. And you know what? Man, I'm not mad at it. I can't. Her and Miss Rachel and her husband and a couple friends like that, they have a whole little network of people, and that shit is taking over. Dude, we did a sponsorship. John's firm did a sponsorship at this trunk or retreat in Gonzales at Cabela's.
Mm-hmm. We wanted to come, but we had.
No, you didn't.
We didn't.
You did not want to come. But it was a cool event.
Mm-hmm.
We got there at 3 o'clock
I
and
see
set
pictures.
up. No. It started at 3 o'clock. We went there and set up. At 5 o'clock, they opened doors. We were out of candy, and I'm talking, we was giving away non-stop. They were in a chain where they snaked through the whole thing and rolled out. Nobody could turn around and go back. You had to go one way, okay?
Uh-huh.
By 7:30, 7:30, we had given away the back of my Yukon full of candy, and we were exhausted. We picked it all up, pushed the tent over the vehicle, and walked over to TJ Ribs, or I don't remember, some sports bar, and had dinner and left. We were exhausted. But I thought, man, oh, and there was still a line. Okay, so this thing ended at like 8 o'clock. There was a line of probably 1,000 kids out there still waiting to come in. And we were thinking, man, there's literally nothing for kids in this town. Everything that goes on for kids becomes a smash hit because they need something to do. I wish I had money to put something in place for kids. Like Chuck E. Cheese, they just tore that place down. That thing's probably been there for 40 plus years in Baton Rouge.
In Seagan?
The one on Sherwood, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They just tore it down. That place has been going for 40 years.
Mm.
So everything for kids makes money. It makes money.
Mm.
What do you have for kids to go do that? Fuck, what do they do? Go to the park?
There ain't shit to do around here.
Oh, yeah,
So
because
there's the Baton Rouge Kids Museum, which is awesome.
that's good to know.
It's Knock Knock. Oh yeah, it's top notch. Knock Knock it's got like 3 floors of awesomeness. Like
For
everything
kids.
you can think of. Yeah, for kids. Like there's a place with like a car where you can actually take the tires off the car and unbolt it.
Oh, to
They
teach
got
them how to do all
tools and
that?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like a little area, a veterinarian's office,
Where's this at?
a dance studio right there off Dalrymple. Right there by the lakes.
Okay.
This huge, it's a huge building. You can't miss it when you get
How
out.
much is it? Like,
$30 a person or something?
that's not bad.
It's not expensive at all.
Not at all, dude. Think about it.
Bradley didn't want to leave.
When we go into, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese, when you literally go in there, you're putting money out nonstop for these games, for these fucking tickets, so they can get some bullshit thing that's cost $5.
Or you get like an hour limit, and you got to.
Yeah.
After that's up, you need to
Yeah, laser tag.
recharge.
You got laser tag, but I mean, again, when you sit in an arcade, that's some money. $30 to bring your kids in there, I'm for it. That's like as adults going to an open bar.
Oh,
for
and it's
$50.
all day too, and they have outside stuff too. But I wouldn't go out there because your kid gonna get dirty. Because
Yeah, no, you don't know.
it's dirty. Well, yeah, that's not you don't want him getting dirty out there and then coming inside to all
Yeah.
this. But you definitely got to go check it out. It's good for him. Like, I'd say as soon as he can walk. Like,
Yeah.
There's stuff in there, and they have like little areas that are set up for younger kids.
Hell yeah.
It's top to bottom stuff, but that's the only thing to do besides Chuck E. Cheese, Mr. Gaddy's,
Laser tag.
Celebration Station, and Celebration Station.
That thing is so downhill, bro.
So run down.
It's like Walmart's or the mall. you know?
Walmart. This is
No, excuse me. I'm talking about the mall. You know, like every city, you got the nice mall, and then you got the mall that people used to go to, and it's a little got like hood rat shit in there.
we don't anymore. They tore that shit down. Got an Amazon built in it on top of it.
No, we do have a hood mall. It's called Mall Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro.
Where's the nice mall?
There is no nice mall. You want to shop nice? You go to Saks in New Orleans, or you go to Town Center, or you go to Perkins Road, and that's what you got now.
It's not really.
Malls
much of
don't.
anything.
Malls tend to have a lifespan. They really do. You don't.
I think their lifespan of all malls is over.
Well, they say Amazon is the mall killer.
That's what I'm referring to. Not much of a resurgence.
Well, we were talking about Toys R Us for kids. That shit's over with now. They went online. They were like, we don't need to have a brick and mortar for what?
That's right. Every application that I apply for, I use them because who the fuck they gonna call?
Yeah. The only reason I still go shopping for clothes because I like to try shit on. Rather than them mail it to me and I put it on, I'm like, if this don't fit, let me mail this shit back. I prefer to go in and try shit on, and I'm gonna spend a little more for my clothes anyway. So I'd like to see if there's a sale rack.
Where? What are you talking about?
To my shopping.
All I heard was sale.
Well, shopping for clothes.
Uh-huh. Oh, you're going in the mall trying to
Yeah,
find
I'm
some
not
sales.
going to the mall to try that on. I'm going to Clothier or Saks or somewhere like that where I can see it, look at it, put it on, see if it
You're gonna
fits.
make a
Yeah.
expensive purchase or something that you're really excited about. Yeah, I can see that. Unless you ordered from said place before.
You're right. I would have to take that chance, but I remember when I did have an Amazon account. I would say 1 out of 4 or 5 things was actually worth a shit.
What?
Whether it was clothes or whatever. And I got a bad taste with it. Well, especially with clothes. I would, small stuff, I'd pass them on to Tony. Or if it'd be too big, I'd give it to my dad.
I go back to where you're just at. Like clothes, I'm not too much one to get off Amazon because you're right. Like there can be a lot go wrong.
Oh, variance in size.
Unless you know what you're ordering.
Yeah.
But
even with shoes, though,
I know what I'm ordering. I know
from
what
dress
I'm
shoes
ordering.
to tennis shoes, if you're getting the same brand,
Exactly.
yeah,
Same site. I've ordered before.
yeah. But me, no. I like different kinds of designers and all that stuff. So I got a good idea, and Ted Baker, my size is a size 7 in the jackets. Well, any other jacket, I'm a fucking 40 regular. and Hugo Boss has their own, and et cetera, et cetera. And every brand that says it's that size is not. It doesn't fit right. Everything fits different.
Yeah.
And, most women would understand that for sure, but us guys, there's a slight variation, a European cut, and all of that. But
most guys are like set into their what they've always, and they don't really
look,
not venturing out too much.
I'm gonna tell you this: when I go to the airport, I can spot out people from New Orleans in about 3 minutes. 50% of them, if they're wearing a suit, it's about 1 to 2 sizes too big with pleated pants. And all that, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What are you in the time warp? And I'm like, oh no, wait, you're from New Orleans. Now, some of New Orleans dresses contemporary, nice, and up to the daily fashion, but majority of them, even some of these younger guys, I'm like, you were so New Orleans, and you can tell by haircuts and everything. It's a stagnated style, but I don't know. Most guys in general don't have very much fashion sense. Let me tell you what fashion sense they have. Whatever their mother or their girlfriend teaches them to wear, makes them wear. Mm-hmm. Most guys don't give a shit what they wear. They don't care. Mm. Now, we are getting some ladylike men nowadays that are all about spending an hour and a half getting ready and all of that. And got candy soft hands and manicures and all. Nothing against it, but,
Those guys.
Yeah. You got trouble if there's a flat.
Yeah, that's a different kind of
different
generation.
Breed.
Yeah, different breed, it's a difference from our fathers and just like think about like in the fucking 60s and 70s, like there weren't fat people. You see pictures from the 50s and the 60s.
You don't.
There's not a bunch of obese people that just sat around.
We talked about that.
There was not a million shows on TV. Like it was a different era.
Beyond that, you didn't have fast food like we do now.
Yeah.
The type of fast food was different. They actually had nutrition in a lot of everything they make. Now everything we have is processed. Well, I just left Walmart to get some groceries. I went to go down the chip aisle because I do like some chips with my sandwiches every day.
There's just no chips. I love chips. I fucking love chips.
They got healthy chips that have less bullshit in it. They absolutely do.
More chemical, more processed. Like you're seeing some numbers, but they've trained to fucking write them ingredients so that you fucking never.
No doubt. Look, I told you.
What chips? Let me know right now. Because I'm loving. I love chips.
I'll show them to you downstairs. But the foods now are just shit, and there's okay. My brother, when he feeds those kids, I told my dad after he was gone for a week, I was like, we have to get better nutrition for these kids. Look at this shit. I'm looking through, it's nothing but Hostess, this and that. It's nothing but sugars, carbs, and cholesterol. That's all it was. There was no nutrients.
All that Hostess stuff for sure.
My sister talked about this with me. She was like, I think they should stop food stamps because people don't know how to buy nutritious foods. They're buying zero, like literally it's like eating fucking air.
You heard that song by Oliver, what's his name? He's talking about the food stamps and that it swept the nation. What's his name? Oliver, just type in Oliver. I'm telling you, he's that big. That's him right there. This guy, Oliver Anthony.
Oh yeah,
it's like
that country guy who didn't let a big label pick him up. I bet he did now. Motherfucker's getting offered a lot of money.
No, he's not.
How's he doing his music? Just YouTube? That's smart.
He is 100%. So he went on Joe Rogan, and like he was telling him, he's not about to sign over. He's actually cut like venues out because they tried to overcharge for tickets. They tried to put in a
good job. Ticketmaster
sound system. Like, and he only wanted.
It's not authentic.
He only wanted like 2 speakers, and they tried to do like 16 or some craziness. He said, "I'm not doing it." He seems like he's the real deal, but it said, I could sing the line. It's like, shouldn't pay for your bags when young men drown. basically, if you're 300, if you're 5'2" and you're 300 pounds, I shouldn't have to pay for your bags if I drown.
That's true.
Yeah, it's everybody.
Well, if you look at America in general, what's the percentage of population that's obese in America? Can you look that up? I mean, it's
like
absurd.
40%. Which is
I'm gonna say close to 40%, if not more.
40.
It might be more.
Yeah, 40% maybe. The latest data indicates that 39.6% of U.S. adults are obese. And
So it's 40%. 40% of Americans.
39.6, yeah.
40% of
40%.
American adults are obese.
Yep.
That's 4 in 10 people are obese.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's absurd. And no wonder the America's life expectancy went down over the last 10 years.
How many Americans have diabetes?
Oh God, that's probably the same percentage. If you're obese,
Probably
you're prone to it.
Probably 20%.
You think so?
And that's a lot. Yeah, because you got to get older. Obese can be kids. 20% would be a lot.
Being overweight makes you prone to diabetes, heart disease.
You're 37.3 million. Yeah. Damn.
Jesus. So
Well,
yeah.
No. Per month, 33. Oh no, it's not 37%. It's 37 million Americans, and 11% of the population had diabetes, diagnosed or undiagnosed.
11%.
Yeah, 11%.
That's 1 in 10.
37 million Americans.
Wow. So 1 in 10. Better than 1 in 10. 1 in 10 have diabetes. 4 out of 10
Yeah.
are overweight.
Yeah, that's crazy to think
Well,
about.
I mean, again, it's our diet.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything that it's when all those food companies get a hold of the food and they're able to make all these.
I literally go in there struggling to find healthy foods. I have to say in the produce, in the meat section. Everything else in there on the shelves is garbage. I get rice. I got some rice, chicken, and I got some veggies that I'm going to do for tonight. And I got a pot roast, the veggies for it to do for tomorrow. You only have 2 places to go in there. The produce and the meat section. That's it.
That's it. A doctor told me anything in a box or a can is trash.
Well, I think it's the absolute truth. And so my sister said instead of giving welfare and food stamps out, we should do food boxes where they have full meals put together and teach people teach people to start eating right. We're eating fucking pizzas. Pizzas make money. That's a money-making business. Pizza. To put a large pizza together, what does that take? $2? And they're selling them for $12 or more. $15.
Fucking frozen pizza, buying them hot, they cost more than that.
Well, what are we teaching our fucking children though?
We're not mostly. And
Exactly.
Some people can't. They can't afford to teach their children how to eat healthy. They just can't.
Yeah.
Either because of circumstance or they didn't. They don't have a good enough job to pay it. Buying healthy is expensive.
I think it is more
It's
expensive,
fucking
but there's
expensive.
ways to do it. There's ways to do it.
If you bought your meals daily, because also buying healthy means that shit's gonna go bad quick, so you can't go to the store.
You do have to be able to
buy a bunch of food at one time because it's gonna fucking go bad. I can't tell you how many heads of lettuce and carrots have died in my refrigerator.
No, look,
unattended.
I mean, not all of this is healthy, but I just picked up all my lunch for me and my guys for the week. Okay, I picked up that pot roast with veggies for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, and I picked up chicken with veggies for tonight. Okay, and then I got what else did I get? And I got some fruit. I got like 4 different types of fruit. Okay,
Goes bad.
my total bill was probably $75.
That seems good, actually. It seems better than.
It's far better.
I remember when $300 worth of groceries went in the trunk. Now it goes right beside you in the front seat.
Oh look, I really thought when I got to the register it was going to be $150, but it was $75. So in $75, I can literally cook enough food for me and my other for the rest of the fucking week for dinner. I have lunches for me and my guys at work, and I have healthy snacks for the week.
Impossible.
For the week. If 2 people go out to eat, you spend what, an average of $20 a person, so $40.
A family size budget for the month for food for 3 people, $700. 4 people, 900. 5 people, 1,000. So that's what Americans are spending on food. For a 3-person family, you're spending around.
We also overeat.
Yeah, because of they're buying these processed foods that don't fill you up. That simply it's a sensation.
It's a gluttony.
That sugar hits your blood and you feel it, and you like the way you feel. It's literally an emotion that you're getting from eating fucking cookies and chips and
it's
all
a habit.
this shit.
Eat all the time.
And it doesn't give you any nutritional value.
No.
It doesn't fill you up. It doesn't give you the vitamins that you need. So your body is still craving things, and you keep shoving the wrong shit down it.
It's a perpetual
vicious cycle of fucking
a bad diet.
Oh man,
I watched this thing on Netflix about hot spots on the globe where people live to 100 and more.
Yeah,
Did we talk about
I checked it out a little bit.
Yeah,
I watched a little bit of it.
So in Japan, it's one of Okinawa, Japan, I believe, is one of the number 1 places in the world where they have excessive amounts of people living over 100.
Yeah.
They also have a lifestyle with that. So they get up, everybody gets up and exercises every day. Everybody eats out of a garden. Fresh for them is still moving as they cleaning it to cook it. Fish and all of that. A lot of fish.
Are literally still moving. They eat live.
Yeah.
Live shit.
And fresh fish uncooked, yeah.
I was watching a thing where this little girl was eating these grubs, and she was talking to a guy from Paul Rizzoli. I don't know if you heard him. He's down in South America trying to save the rainforest down there, and she's just eating these grubs and challenges him to eat them too, and he's having to eat these grubs with her to show her that he's not some gringo,
Yeah.
He
is.
But he's been immersed in that culture for a long time. He literally is down there in the jungle doing all the things that they do.
Well, one of the things in Japan that they do is as you get older, a lot of your family dies off sometimes, and so there were a couple loan sharks in the culture of their families are gone, and so what they would do is as a unit in their neighborhoods, all of the elders put in money into this little pot together, to where if somebody needs something, money for surgery, y'all hard times, your husband dies and you're alone.
It's a community.
And look, it's beyond
they have to rely on each other in places like that. You can't have they all need somebody. Somebody needs to go to somebody for the milk. Somebody needs to have somebody for the veggies. You're all gonna.
But beyond that, though, Brad, this is what they do. So every day they do something together. If they had one woman who was 100-something years old and had a house, well, this neighbor to them would bring them over, cook for them every night, feed them first. They would all sing together, dance together. They showed a unit of love.
That spirit is big.
Man, it gives them a reason to live.
These are the cities with or the nations with the top centurions, whatever. Guadalupe, Barbados, Martinique. Japan is tied with Uruguay. Puerto Rico, Hong Kong, the Channel Islands, France is tied with Latvia. That's France. I wouldn't expect.
Where's America on that list?
They're not in the top 10.
Let me know when your thumb gets tired of scrolling.
What's the average life expectancy of an American?
I would guess 68 years old.
54.
54?
I don't believe in America.
You've been living rough.
I believe
if you're living in the hood.
77.
77? When was that last updated, though?
2020.
Okay. 3 years ago?
Let us hear the COVID details or facts.
Yeah, unless you die of COVID, huh?
But Canada and the United Kingdom still 4 years ahead of us. So
yeah, I'm surprised to see 77.
I'm surprised as hell to see 77. The average, I'm not done yet. I got some time left. I'm excited about that.
It's sad.
Does the U.S. average male live? 73.
Well, the women always have 10 years on the men.
Japan is 84. Mexico 70, China 78.
I'm really surprised Asian countries don't far outlive us. I guess it's the stress in their, stress, the big cities, but their diet is, back to that we were talking about earlier, the biggest thing in Japan is that their diet and lifestyle and how they live as a unit. Whereas Americans, we don't even fucking know our neighbors' names, and I'm saying that out of guilt. Because I don't know either of my neighbors' names.
I don't
around here.
fucking want to know my neighbor's name. My neighbor's so annoying. I tried not to. He figured out my name somehow. I don't.
Probably calling the police on you or something.
No, I think it was actually our friend Paul. He came over to my house one time and he knocked on their door, asking
Oh no.
if I was there. He went to like 3 different houses.
I know my neighbor's name in Broadmoor. He's an amazing guy. But like there's an Asian guy that lives on the backside of me that I don't.
Where do you find someone on the internet like that though? A man, unless you're looking for a man.
That's what you're doing. That's what a predator does. Whether you're gay, straight, man, woman, whatever, you have a type that you're looking for, and you have a way to lure them in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, you wanted me to get straightforward to it. What do you think? What do you think OnlyFans is? That all you're doing is
Yeah, but those people are going on there looking for titties. And
Sure, but I mean, it's just a smaller version of what it is. What I'm getting at, you're dangling something that somebody else wants, and then
Is that your phone?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's cool. Just want to make sure I know what's going on. My phone. But you're looking for one thing. The man says, "I got these titties for you," and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm going to see Justin."
Yeah. Well,
I don't. Tony is it.
So my brother actually met this guy on
Out?
Facebook. On Facebook.
On Facebook. That's
On
where you
Facebook.
met him. How do you meet someone on Facebook?
Okay, so this is what they're doing. So
Right.
they're looking at mutual friends,
And send a friend request.
and,
Okay.
and
all
then
right.
see who it is and send him a friend request. Like he looks cute or she
Mhm.
looks cute. In this case, it's a guy who thought another guy was cute. Then he starts messaging him, carrying on casual talk, and then he says, "Hey man, I got a chick friend of mine
Who
who
the
really
fuck is
likes you.
just randomly talking to other dudes? That's not.
You better ask our boy. Sir.
I mean,
I can't say his name, but
yeah.
it happened to my brother already. This
That's
dude,
what I'm saying.
this if it's the same guy, he's even tried to reach out to me, and I was like, "Oh no, you stepped up your game a little too far, buddy. You have far outreached your little scum circle." Okay. You
But
playing games
you're
with
a
me.
mutual of Tony, so
Yeah.
that's probably.
Yeah. They're predators.
I wonder if fucking he's a mutual.
Actually, I tell you what.
Tony.
Get on Facebook right now.
I'm on Facebook right now. Can I
Okay.
use Facebook with airplane mode on? Okay.
I'm gonna type out.
Sure.
I'm gonna type out this last name. Okay, and you already know the first name to look for. I'm gonna type out the last name, and when you pull up, this is exactly who it is. I don't know why I just remember this.
Can't use anything with airplane mode on. It's a Justin T.
Yep,
Oh shit.
I'm telling you, I know who this predator is.
Step away. Bruh, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 mutuals. Oh my god. Of
See,
mine.
I'm telling you.
Or I shouldn't be saying. I'll delete
Don't
these.
say names.
I'll delete these names later. I stand with Israel. Fucking. I'll delete it later. but
Yeah.
I'll edit it out.
But that's a predator. That's literally a predator. I know.
Damn! I'm about to.
Don't do it right now because you don't want your phone blowing up.
Yeah. I gotta send this to him. Okay. I got it now.
I'm telling you. So there are predators of all sorts. It's older. A lot of times, like what I've seen is older women doing it to younger guys.
Older women.
And then there's older men that do it to younger guys and girls. that I've seen. And yeah, so that's what they do. They're all dangling something. They're trying to befriend them first, then they're offering a trip or hanging out or going out to eat, having drinks. Yeah. And I'm gonna be very honest. When I was 17 years old, they had a doctor. I went to the hospital with my uncle Francis. Remember the one that died?
Yeah.
I went to the hospital with him. His physician hit it off with me. He seemed like a cool ass guy. I was like, that's a cool ass guy. He got my number and everything. I'm like,
I need to check you for a hernia.
No. We text all
Prostate
the time. Dude was
exam.
fucking great. He asked me if I wanted to come to a party with him. I went to the party. I noticed there was nothing but gay women and gay men there.
And
I
it was
like,
at Splash.
I'm not.
I didn't.
No. No, it wasn't that obvious. But I was like, man, something's up with this. And then he kept on hitting me up. And then one day he offered me to come over and come have drinks for a party at his house. And no one was there.
The party is in my pants.
There was no one else there. Everybody just left. And I was like, man, something's up with this guy. And I had to stay away from him. Like, I was like, this dude literally just tried to get me in his web. And he had me there. I thought I was smarter than that. You know? Don't think that doesn't happen all the fucking time. Everybody is dangling something to get something.
Dangling, key word right there.
And I truly believe this. Majority of people in life are either a predator or a fucking victim. Okay? Everybody else in between, you just either you haven't been a victim yet or you're not a fucking predator yet.
You're an antelope.
Well, what is that?
Antelope in the...
There's a book,
Sahara?
The Art of War. It says I would rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener at war.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, so the same thing with like basic living. We were talking about a friend of ours that wants to learn how to fucking box, right?
Yeah.
That's basic man skills. You haven't had your ass whipped yet and didn't have the desire to go learn how to defend yourself?
Yeah.
How do you fucking feel when you walk into the city going downtown or in New Orleans and you hit some sketchy side street, you walk by fucking 12 people standing by your car? I don't want to be fucking scared.
Terrified, yeah.
I don't want to be fucking terrified. I don't want to grab my girl and go, get your phone ready to call 911! Good God!
Get your pepper spray out.
Run, okay? Save yourself! You will never hear that motherfucking shit from me.
Yeah.
You picked the wrong motherfucker.
That's what
I hope you do have a gun,
Yeah.
so you have a chance.
That's so sad.
You about to? Do you have dental? I hope you do.
I bet you don't.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Criminal insurance plans are hard to come by.
I'm gonna pray for you in about 15 minutes when you fucking step on the wrong line.
But that's...
I don't understand why people aren't aware of predators out there. How do you not know how to defend yourself? How do you not defend yourself? How do you not know how to defend yourself? How do you not know how to fucking change a tire or survive? And I'm dead serious, Brad. I'm dead serious. When our boys get old enough, we're putting them in man camp. Motherfuckers, you gotta work every day. You gotta make your own food. You gotta take care. It's gonna be a summer camp. It's basic life skills before they become of age to go out on their own.
Yeah.
Teach them how to take care of themselves.
They're not learning it in school.
They're not.
I think we lost our boy, bro. I think oh no. 20% of teens and tweens using the internet reported encountering predatory behaviors.
20% of teens reported. And that's the ones that reported, okay?
Yeah.
That's the ones reported. I never talked about some fucking doctor making a pass at me when I was a kid.
You didn't report it?
No, I didn't report it.
It wasn't on the internet though. This was live in action.
Hey, you don't think that shit's going on now though? Like nowadays? All the time. And you know how they pass it off? I was just trying to get this dude to come hang out. It wasn't nothing like that. And then what happens? He gets over there, our friend.
500,000 online every day predators.
500,000 predators on. That's the ones we know about.
Yeah.
How many people?
That's just the ones that are preying on kids. There's the ones that are preying on people like
Adults. Yeah.
our
Absolutely.
boy right here. And
Yeah. No. Look. That's why I say in life you're either a predator or you're a fucking victim. Decide. Me, I'm gonna have teeth. I'm just not gonna bite people. But when you try to play me as a victim, you get fucked up. I think people should have basic life skills. There are people so naive to these predators out there. They're so naive. They're so naive.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, I don't trust nobody. That's why I don't like new people, because you're right. They're either a predator
Or a victim. Or a victim. Or prey, you know?
Yeah.
Beyond these sexual predators, there's also predators of
Financial predators.
Financial predators.
Preying on old people.
There are people that go out simply looking for somebody weaker than them just to beat up outside. There's that. You know, I mean, in every aspect of life, there's competitions at people's jobs on work. You know what somebody's doing? They want to be the top of the crop on their job. They're going to backstab everybody else, steal from them, whether it's their work or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there's in life.
That's the dude.
It is
the dude.
I told you.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You can let him know right now. I'm telling you, he is a predator. 100%. 100%. I feel like we should almost report this.
He just blasted him on Facebook, he said, but I don't know who's going to see that. He said he's going to tag Tony.
He needs to. If Tony was
That's where he got the name. That's where he got the information from Tony's page. That's where he tagged you off of it. He found you.
Yeah.
And then he found him.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a site that you can turn them in on.
There should be.
There should be.
Fuck
but
yeah, there should be.
But look, Brad, nowadays, the whole line of what people allow and all of that, like we're so much. Can you imagine the men of the 50s seeing how we act as a society and what we allow today? Fucking TV shows, we talked about this. You couldn't even curse on them.
Right.
Everything had a moral value to it.
That was when we were kids. You couldn't curse on TV.
There you go.
That was not too long ago. That was in the 50s.
But even the men then, 70s and 80s, to today, would fucking laugh at the men
old
today.
people are losing $3 billion a year.
Oh yeah,
Financial exploitation.
From people, from predators on the internet. Yeah. My ex-girlfriend's dad is a victim to people overseas conning him out of money. You know, I mean, again, you're either a predator or you're a victim in this world.
I can't fucking believe we just exposed the predator live right now on the podcast, though.
I don't know about exposing him.
We could.
I already knew who he was.
Well, I didn't know that there was a mother freaker out there running around trying to send booby shots to males talking about come to my hotel room, and then you show up and it's just Captain Dangles there. What in the hell?
Look, hold on. Now, I don't know how it all goes down. Tony told me some
What did he
stuff.
tell you?
I'm not going to go. Come on, man. Like,
Speak.
Tony skated around a little bit and told me straight out that this dude straight tried to
Touch his butt.
no, he told him that he was trying to
Touch my butt.
decoy him into coming and hanging out.
Come on over here. Look at these. Look at these boobies. And then when the boobies aren't there, Captain Dangle comes out. Just look at this butt. Isn't it nice and hairy? Madonna on the Late Show with David Letterman. What are you showing me? Oh, in 1999, they uttered the word shit for the first time on network television.
In 1999,
was
the
first
year
word.
before my son, who's 23 years old, was born.
That's the
So
first time
24
I've
years
cursed
ago was the first time on TV somebody used the word shit without bleeping it. And nowadays, we see brief nudity. They cursing all the time. Your sexuality of whatever you prefer, straight, gay, mixed, whatever, like everything is just wide open. We allow everything. Everything is, you can live however you want. This is a crazy fucking world we're living in. Crazy fucking world. There's no, I mean, that's why I say all the time, America's a joke to the rest of the world. And the rest of the world's catching on. Like, I saw this. Look, I think it's absolutely.
I saw a thing, and this didn't have much to do with it, but it just made me kind of laugh to myself and smile a little bit. It said cause all that shit that's been happening in Gaza,
Yeah.
and all the Hamas or whatever.
Yeah.
They said that the rest of the world's about to find out why America doesn't have health care. That's because we spend it all on military. So
Oh yeah.
there's it was like the top fighter jet. I think China has 18 of their top, and then the Russia has like 11 of their top fighter jet, which is
best jet,
which is not the F-35. And then it was like how many F-35s? And it's like 790 F-35s. See how many F-35s are there? It's like 790.
What is the F-35? Is that like
It's
the best of the best jet?
The best of the best.
And we have 700 plus of them.
And the next China has like 18 of theirs.
18.
Yeah, so we're
There's no way that China doesn't have as much as us. As much money as China has.
They don't have the yeah. Oh no, 1,700 F-35.
Okay.
F-35s is
That's crazy.
That's what the U.S. has, and see how many China's top jet as they have. It's I just heard these facts like yesterday. That's why we don't have healthcare.
That's why we don't have free healthcare.
That's why we don't have free healthcare. Yeah, because they spend it all on military, and to control the world, what they're making of it is.
I think remaining a world power is vital. I don't think we control the rest of the world. I think we have a lot of sway on the rest of the world.
Yeah, but that's not the one I'm looking for. But it says China has 200 J-20s and more than 240 J-16s. So they have some planes, but they're not.
Yeah. You can believe this. China globally is a world power, and they have finance, and actually their military is bigger than ours.
It's
The
kind of
Chinese outnumber us
scary
10 to 1.
stance they've taken on the Hamas and stuff though, because they're not.
Oh, yeah.
They've not. What's the word? Declines the.
They're not against them.
They're not against them. Is
Yeah.
the way to say it. They didn't. Damn it! Didn't. I hate it when I can't think of a word.
Dude, that's
Condemn.
Condemn them.
Had
Yeah.
an E in it, just not at the beginning. Yeah.
Well, I don't believe for 1 minute the whole world's going to go to war over the Middle East. I do believe that
Oh well, you better read your Bible, son. That's what happens.
maybe, but I mean, like this Ukraine deal, the whole world isn't falling behind that. No,
It's different.
America's throwing money at that.
It's different.
But that
Ukraine
will trickle
is
in.
not Israel. It is not Israel.
Yeah,
It's a whole different ball game, bro. Like these are the ones that
Israel's in
did go
the
to war.
UN, correct?
Fuck the UN. They're with America first and foremost, and we have their back no matter what. So if they get in a war with Iran, Saudi Arabia, Syria, all them countries that are surrounding them,
Yeah.
it's us. It's us in that, no matter what.
Yeah, well, we don't want to go to war with Syria or Iran or any of them because they're all tied in with China and Russia.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
serious, bro. It's not. The Ukraine is different because we're fighting a proxy war over there in Ukraine. We're just sending them.
We're not a true.
We're not fighting.
We're
If
like a
Israel
half-assed
goes to
army.
war, we're on the front lines, bro.
Wow.
American tanks. They're already sending American ships over there with fucking fighter planes on it, like getting ready.
Yeah, I did see where I mean I don't know if it's a notable broadcast, but they said that Iran already said that they need to back up that Palestine.
Hamas or whatever. The guy.
Israel needs to back up on their borders, pushing in.
Oh no, they're taking over now. Within hours of the horrific attack by Hamas, the U.S. began moving warships and aircraft to the region to be ready. A second U.S. carrier strike group departs from they're sending more. They're not. That's what I'm saying. They didn't do this for Ukraine. They didn't start sending ships.
No,
Israel is. I mean, it's on our money. In God we trust. Like that's where.
and if
I don't know everything about it, but I know
Yeah.
that we're tied with Israel. Like,
I do know this that for sure because of this shit over the Middle East, all that funding in Ukraine ended. We're not sending all that money and shit over there anymore. Now it's Israel because that's our true ally.
I mean, we're sending ships and we're sending U.S. people. Yeah, historical economic ties to Israel, the U.S., which has supported the formation of the Jewish state since World War II, is Israel's top trading partner with an annual bilateral trade of nearly $50 billion in goods. Yeah, I think we do probably way more than that with China, but or we did at one point. I don't know about that anymore, but
I'm sure it's still beyond that. Right now, America
but
is
that's
China's,
not the reason.
America's the globe's
That's not
biggest
what ties
consumer.
us in over there.
Yeah.
Israel is like
A true ally, yeah. And we back them. You know?
and it says in the Bible, at the end of times, all countries will be against
At
Israel.
war. Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, 758 billion with China.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, and that's down from 562 billion and
That's down 562 billion from what it was.
yeah, from the
Yeah.
year. But that's
America is the world's biggest consumer, and China is the biggest export in the world.
they're the biggest import too, because they
Really?
can't. Yeah, oh yeah, because they have problems feeding their people because there's so many people that they have.
Well, instead of from America, they're getting some stuff from America for sure as part of the trade, but the surrounding countries are so much closer. You have so much land there. Why would they not utilize it? To feed their people.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that they can't.
The climate?
The climate or the land's barren. I don't know. I just know that they import. They could not survive without
Yeah.
the rest of the world. And granted, they're probably making changes. And
Sure.
I know
To
they
be
want,
self-sufficient.
they want Taiwan back. That the leader over there is like that's been his.
Well, it's a port. It's a major port.
Taiwan is a major country. Like,
Yeah, but it's the southernmost part of China.
well, it's an
or
island.
was. Or was.
It's an island. It's not
Yeah.
part of the land, but I think them watching what's happening in Russia has kind of been like, what would happen if we took that back? I know they got to be thinking it. Like, they're going to fight a proxy war with us?
No, they're not. They're not going to. Why would you fuck with your cash cow? Everybody that says China's your biggest threat, it would be if they lost their fucking mind. But why would you cut off all your money?
Yeah, you're right. I'm not as much worried about China as I am these Middle Eastern countries that are trying to fight with Israel. Yeah. Yeah. That's not.
Yeah, it's crazy on everything that's going on, but at the end of the fucking day, we should teach our people how to be more self-sufficient and be more longer lasting. Diet, exercise,
Farming.
yeah, like where are our real jobs at? Like we fucking kill our own farmers. We cut them out of everything. It's fucking stupidity.
Or tell them that you have to grow a certain way and use a certain chemical in to
Yeah.
help. You have to.
Well, I do think they should
process your goods a certain way.
I do think there should be guidelines on pesticides and all of that, keeping poison and things. But at the same token, the government should give like tax credits to these fucking farmers. Like keep them in business. It's hard times, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard times. And guess what? Americans are fucking lazy. We don't want to work. Well, why don't you fucking do a barter with all these illegal immigrants coming in that need help? They're poor. They don't have money to get citizenship. Hey, give them away. Give them a way to do something that we don't want to fucking do. Quit bitching about it. There won't be another trades if you give them a trade to go into.
Yeah, if you could kind of install that in them at a young age instead of just.
There's so many ways that we could, as a people, grow.
Why don't we? If me and you, two not so smart guys, can sit here and say this, why the fuck are the leaders of the world, America, and all this?
Keep them
why
dumb.
Can't they just say
You
this?
keep them dumb because you're getting rich, and you're getting rich off of them.
I get it, but what's rich? How rich do you need to be?
Keep them dumb. You know what they say? Keep them dumb, keep them pregnant, keep them barefoot. All right?
Yeah.
We're sheep. And right now, They can do everything. They have the power to do everything. You start educating people, you start getting them living better, getting them wanting to be more and better. What happens? Not everybody wants to work out in the field no more. Not everybody wants to do that. Now they all want to come into the house and sit at the table. You see.
Yeah.
And who knows? I mean, we can
Yeah,
go into all the conspiracies of it, but it's still, to me, it blows my mind how we can advance in sports, but we can't fucking advance as humans. Are you fucking kidding me? It's more important for a man to breed people to where there are more 6 and 7 foot tall people in the world ever before, to hold a little fucking ball and put it in a hoop, and to be famous on Instagram and be cool on YouTube.
Yeah, or we can send all this money to you,
Why don't we?
but we can't fix the water.
No,
here.
no, we can't do that.
Can't
do
solve
that.
like
We
homeless.
can't. How about this? The requirements on politicians to even be in office. Ooh.
How about like term limits?
We talked about this with China before. I don't agree with a lot of their shit, but for them to be in office, you can't just be a fucking an actor or a rich whatever and run for president ever. You can't. You have to have a lifetime of servitude all the way to that. You start at the lowest form of politics and government, and you work your way up. So you have a lifetime of servitude in politics before you could ever be this. If we did that, we'd have a track record. And they also do this in China. This is something else that I love that they do.
Social credit.
Social credit.
I knew you were about to say
It's
that.
a grading system.
You talk about this all the
Oh,
time.
I love it.
I know.
I love
I
that.
know.
If
It's
you're a
not
fucking
bad idea.
scumbag,
Yeah.
the world should know you a
You should
scumbag.
have fucking 1 star above your head. Like you need one of those
Exactly.
like Nintendo game health
When
meters
you go in line
that
at a
shows
restaurant,
what kind of fucking person you are.
if there's a line to get in a
this
restaurant
motherfucker ain't
and you
got
got the
no-
lowest tier, you should be last served. You fucking suck as a person. You should
Farmers
be last served.
$13,000 to $70,000 a year. 13 to 70,000. I know they cannot fucking support themselves.
Who?
Farmers.
Oh, 13 to 70,000 a year.
Yeah. Hourly rates range from 6 to 34.
There you go. That's like ranchers and any farmhands. Like, that's what fucking feeds the fucking train. No, we'll just keep making fake bread and fake meat and all of that. You know,
Lab
matter
grown,
what.
everything.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to. That's what Bill Gates just invested in, the lab grown meats. So,
Are you kidding me?
no, I'm being dead serious.
Is there any nutrients in that?
I don't know. Tyson is their biggest.
Can you look that up? Lab grown meats, if they have any nutrients.
Yeah, Tyson is the brand. You
No, I know exactly what Tyson is. They have so that fake chicken and
I think the majority of it is probably just like chickens that are housed together right now. But they're getting into this. That's why Bill Gates just invested in it. I don't know how if they're. I don't know how much lab grown meat is out there, but I know it's out there, and they are starting to invest in this type of stuff, which is just who you don't know the effects of it from down the road. What's going to happen? You know.
for a healthier, better lifestyle, you should have diet, exercise, and rest. If we did that, okay, so say I could get 10% more out of my dumbass brain by just eating right and working out, I'd also get another 10 years of life, I'd have better quality of life, and I'd be a happier fucking person. I wouldn't need to be on all of these excessive drugs to go to sleep and to wake up and to fucking function every day.
Cultivated meat is almost as nutritionally identical to farm or ranch raised meat, but with cultivated meat you can adjust the medium in which the living cells are grown to add certain vitamins and nutrients that would alter and perhaps improve its nutritional quality. However, it also faces obstacles such as high production costs, regulatory hurdles, and consumer acceptance.
I don't want none of that fake chicken, son. I want none of them real ones.
What? No, I don't want it either. That sounds terrible. The cells are fed oxygen-rich cell culture medium made up of... Tell me how the... Bro, there got to be aliens.
Do you remember The Matrix?
How does a man know how to fucking grow a fucking piece of meat?
Do you remember The Matrix?
Yeah.
We're all going to be oatmeal flop before long.
I'm taking the other pill.
Although I do love oatmeal in the morning.
My favorite part of that movie, and it makes me hungry just thinking about it, is when that dude's in that fancy
Eating that steak.
restaurant. You already know.
I know it's not in real, but in my mind.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Like he was just, that was delicious.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Have you seen The Matrix? I don't fucking think so.
She would like that, I think.
Maybe we'll have to watch it.
We have to expose her to stuff.
I've tried. She likes it. We watched a couple of things that she liked. I forget. Most recently, the American Made movie with Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, I just watched half of it.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah.
I just watched half of it. I'm gonna check out the rest of it.
Point Break.
Point Break's a good one. That's a great one.
Give me 2.
You need to watch all the Top Guns. Yeah, and then
We watched the Top Guns, the new one.
Interview with the Vampire. Have you seen that? Oh my God! Come on.
That's kind of hard to watch.
That's a great one, though.
I don't know if it stands up in time. I'll have to.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
I like that movie.
So, oh my God, it's one of my favorites. By Alexander Dumas, the book. Three Musketeers. Have you seen that? Oh my God. Well, that's probably why you're so smart, woman. You don't watch
not wasting your time
TV.
Filling up your brain.
You hear the stuff we're bitching about? We do all of that. We eat all of that. We watched all. We do all of that. And like Jack Black says on Old School. No, it wasn't Old School. What was that? The one where he stands up in his drawer. He goes, "I didn't go to college. Look at me. I kick ass." What was that on?
I don't know.
Orange County.
Oh yeah, Jack Black. You better not. She said, "I'm gonna burn this mother down," and I said, "You better not."
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really calibrate my fucking life and think about all of the dumb things that are wasteful as time keeps going, and I realize I might be halfway. I go, well, fuck. All of this time I've wasted on the phone, on playing on my phone, of going out drinking, of talking to worthless ass people, of doing shitty work even, like, come on, like, I should be educated and know of a way to make money without killing myself for it every fucking day like I do. Like, I should know that.
Focus on that and you'll figure it out.
Yeah, but also at the same time I have to tell myself to be grateful. Like, so I have
that too.
I guess what I'm doing is I'm just rushing all of my thoughts and emotions to, I want to be better and do it quickly before this little person looks up at me and learns the wrong things.
Oh yeah, I know.
Same with Jesse and Marco that's on his way.
Yeah, that's a big part of the reason I just quit smoking. Like,
I love that
because I didn't want him to fuck. There's a lot of, he's with me. I have the 50-50 thing, so it's like I spend a lot of time on my own. But on my own, I could smoke. But when he's there, there's none of that. I don't want him to fucking remember me like.
Yeah.
With a
and they figure it out quickly.
Smelling like smoke or just anything like that. I don't want that.
Now I'm over here, and I'm gonna be definitely sneaking off outside to get a puff or two.
Get you some.
I say that, but I'm talking shit.
Medical gummies.
Well, yeah, it's a great idea.
Get your prescription.
I have my chocolates already due. I have my medical card.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have Henry, like I kept him. What was that? Saturday night, and then I think Wednesday night was the first time I've kept him overnight on my own. Last Wednesday, and didn't smoke or anything. I didn't have time, man. Dude's always, he has to be held and managed,
Yeah, there's no. But when they're that little, there is none.
Well, whenever we did the trunk or treat, it was great. But Henry and Jesse were there. And me and Tate were one arm in it. Either they were in our arms or they were in their stroller,
Mm-hmm.
And man, they require you. Like, Lisi's fucking got me spoiled. I mean, everywhere I go, she's just there. If I don't see her, I'm like, oh shit, let me see where she's at.
Yeah.
Went outside just now. I was netting the pool while she was using the bathroom. I looked up and she was on the other side of the fence. I'm like, you better get your ass over here. I walked over there. Other side, she's just sniffing by the trail. No, she knows her boundaries, but by nature, she's gonna push it a little bit. anybody walking by with a dog or anything. This is her land.
Yeah.
You know? But she's low maintenance. She's low maintenance.
That baby is
Not the babies. Fuck no. They can get hurt. They get into shit. And they just require.
They just want some emotional attention.
Yeah. Henry does not require a lot, but he wants me to hold him, so he can, and he wants to see things. Sometimes he'll sit there and chill. Other times, he wants me to cart him around or hold him up and walk around, see shit.
Hold
yeah.
I don't want to go.
Oh,
over there.
100%.
Them colors are bright.
Yeah.
Let's go that way.
Now Jesse, that little dude, he needs a little more talking to, and he's a little more. He's happier.
Mm-hmm.
Henry is a lot like how Tate was when he was little, just chill and quiet, looking around. Once when he's hungry, it's all the time he's gonna whine.
Be ready. That's how Bradley was.
Yeah.
He was chill. Now, and his teachers say he's shy, which is crazy. Cause
That blows my mind.
It is, because he's like at the top of like the fucking. He's just anywhere we go. He's saying hey to people.
Do you know why though? Can you do the?
Because he feels safe with me.
Because he's with you and he feels safe. There you go. I was trying to say when you pull out the common denominator.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're not there, now what you have to do is
shrinks down a little bit.
Yeah. So when y'all go do things sometimes, they're like, how much is that here? Go pay for it.
Oh, I do.
You know, stuff like that. That way he knows and how to interact with people and be a little more bold. You're not super bold all the time either.
Not until I get to know. And I think he's
then once you're comfortable.
Yeah.
But see, it's no different for him.
None.
It's no different for him.
Yeah.
So you have to teach him to be able to exert himself a little more. And man, look.
I think that goes back to those. It's one of those things that they just gotta learn. Like,
They gotta learn.
He's got to see it, and then
Throw him in the water, see if he can swim. You know? How's he gonna know until you go?
yeah.
And you don't know until you do it. But how do we really learn things in life? Doing them, messing up,
Trials
doing better.
and tribulations.
That's right.
Yeah.
See, so you got to let him go out there and fall, but be there to pick him back up and tap him on the ass, send him back out.
Definitely. And I'm gonna let him get up on his own, because when I pick him up, sometimes it creates a problem.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm picking you up, so I'm making it look like when you fell, it was a big.
He needs
deal.
you to
It's
get him
not.
back up.
I just need to be like, up.
Yeah.
That didn't hurt. It's funniest thing, because he can like hit his head on something and
He'll look to you to see if he gets a reaction.
For sure. The first time, and we play pitching, and he hits the ball all the time.
Yeah.
Pitch, catch, whatever.
He's a freak on that bat, bro.
He is, but he's fouled the ball off into his face several times, and it'll hurt him seriously.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, no, that's just a baseball. It can't hurt you, and he'll
Tough it out.
tough it out.
I love that.
I told him like when he's got a hurt or something, I'll go in and I'll be like right here instead of kissing it. I'll do that to him, and he's now he'll be right here and he'll do it. He'll slap his own hurt, but he does it to his face, and I'm like no, not your face. Don't hit yourself in the face.
It's funny that the stuff that they learn, and man, like you said, they develop so quickly. I mean, Henry's 10 months old, you know, and then Jesse's right there behind him, and they're already night and day. I mean, I think Tate is a lot like me, but he definitely he's a different person. And the way when I see him with Jesse, I love it, man. He's such a great dad.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like,
He definitely is.
oh, he's an amazing dad. Me, I'm like, I need to step up my fucking game, dude.
That's what you need, bro.
But also do things my own way. I'm a little bit tougher with Henry. And you're right. Your reaction to stuff when he falls and stuff, I have to kind of watch myself with it too. Because when he does his little cry face, my heart just breaks. I'm like,
I find if you just immediately like send some fucking reverberation at him, just like no,
distract him from it.
Yeah, just don't let him go into that. Oh.
Yeah.
Because if he goes into that, it's almost.
It's over with.
It's almost too late. Once I get him, I can talk him out of it pretty quick. Any kind of whining situation, but if he goes into it, you know. But if I say it real quick, if if I just snap before he can get that first cry out, he'll shake it off every time. He's a little.
It's an adventure, man. It really is, and trying to improve as a person, not just for myself, for the quality of the rest of my life, but also
For the quality of the
for
rest
my
of his
son
life.
and my grandsons.
Yeah.
Man, I wanna be a fucking a super example of, man. I wanna be like my dad, man. That dude's a beast. He's in great shape. He can do everything. Nothing gets him down. The dude's smart. He's tough. You know, I wanna be that to them, so that they have some semblance of an example of how to be. Because how do children learn? By what they fucking
Seeing
see.
and hearing.
How are they raised?
Seeing and hearing.
Yeah.
In their environments. What's normal? What happens all the time here? What doesn't happen all the time here?
Yeah, man. I grew up with my mom and dad yelling and screaming at each other. Fucking, them two were constantly in fights. Like, they would be physical, you know. Man, it was normal chaos. And then I had a stepmom, same thing, fucking yelling and screaming all the time. You remember? You were across the street. My only fucking peace was coming over to your house, us meeting at the Two Bulls, fishing.
There was tension in that house at all times.
Being out of that house was my
Very
number
few times I came over there and it was like a comfortable environment. When I did, it was like just the kids.
Yeah. In the daytime, regular day, staying out, no good. No.
Chores are to be handed out, or what was her name? Simone.
Yeah, Simone.
If she was there, like if she was in a bad mood,
Oh, look, I feel for her.
could be a problem.
You get married to a guy with 3 kids.
Oh yeah.
3 boys.
Situation. Because in the same respect, when we seen her in Indianapolis, she was so nice. Like,
oh yeah,
different person.
Yeah.
From what I remembered.
It's a look. So you marry somebody with 3 fucking boys that are
Unruly.
hard-headed, unruly as fuck. You have all these bills all of a sudden. You know, like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then we're not your kids. You know, and it took us a while to ever get to where we're at now. You know, but there's just a lot of mistakes I've seen my parents do, and that I've also done with Tate, that I don't want to do with Henry, or Jesse, or Marco. So,
and a lot of the time, not even, you can see those things if you could pick them out and not let them affect you, because they did affect you. Like, you spent your whole childhood like that, so that stuff is ingrained.
Yeah, I had no peace.
And shaking that, it's a lot. It's a lot. But you know,
dude, so we went to this parenting counselor who has worked with a social worker and all that.
Yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah, and it really expanded my views and changed my opinion and perspective on things, seeing how much things affect these fucking kids. I'm an ornery asshole because of my childhood, not because of my mom's straightforward and a little mean, but I admire that about her now.
Right.
That annoyed me then, because I've experienced things a certain way. Peace, quiet and peace and serenity in your home is vital to me now. If I don't have fucking peace in my house, that's not my fucking house. You know, I need quiet. I need everything to be clean. I like everything to be chill.
I'm the same way. My mama, bless her, I love her so much, but she yelled too. She made it.
Mama yelled a lot.
She made the house tension too, and that's something that I cannot have in any relationship, is yelling or someone getting out of hand with me. I can't do it. Like, I cannot have that. I need my space. I need to lock down, and we need to be quiet for a while because of my childhood and being yelled at so much. And it was probably my fault. I was being yelled at. I probably deserved it.
Oh, Brad, you deserve.
I just feel like
ass beat, son.
Mama,
black and blue.
Mama, there was a different way. You could have talked to me or something. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know.
Nobody could talk. I could talk to you. I could talk to you sometime. I was the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
But all of those things affect us. It does.
And until we check them, like you know.
realize them that something was not right.
Something was not right, and then I gotta fix it. Yeah, until we check that problem, and you know.
Going to that that child coach, being a parenting coach.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Opened my eyes to a lot of shit. I've been reading a lot of great books. Oh, well, actually, I've been reading 2 great books. John is reading a lot of books, and she's educated me a lot. She grew up the same way I did. Having parents that say what they think loudly. And
Hey, Chuck. Let me pause. All right, we're back. They had my son called. I had to talk to him on FaceTime for a second.
how amazing is technology now that we can see?
Amazing, bro. I've had this with him since he was born.
Yeah, Tate had an iPhone when he was 4 years old.
He had a tablet when he was like 6 months old that he would take over and hook to Wi-Fi, and we could FaceTime on.
Man,
and then we
I want
got
to
the
take
phone
I want to
over 2 years ago.
I want to take our access to technology and apply it with my kids. Like, hey, no, get off the YouTube about dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
No. So much time.
But also, the YouTube's got great shit. Like, you could be
Sure.
learning how to
That's what I
take
mean.
cars apart.
That's what I mean. I'm talking about just dumb shit that they go to, that I see most kids on watching cartoons and stuff, Like, I want to advance them. And as I'm advancing these kids, we gotta advance ourselves.
Advancing yourself, yeah, definitely.
We're opening up average Joe's
There's so
gym.
much more tech. Yeah, it's true.
We gotta get back to it, man.
Yeah, that's why it's Tuesdays, man. How about that?
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
Our friend's gonna come.
Oh, tomorrow's coming?
He says he is. He said he spent $100 at Academy getting a mouthpiece, a headgear.
Unless he's
boxing
at some
glove.
hotel tonight.
Unless he goes to that hotel tonight, then we may next time we see him, we'll be on a Netflix special.
He might be a gimp.
They'll be interviewing us on the side. He just,
Man.
yeah.
You got to let me know the how that wraps up this evening when you continue to talk with him. Let him know the details of what I just told you.
Oh, speak with him in detail. I think maybe we'll do that tomorrow. That way.
Okay.
I'm not much of a talk on the phone type of person. You gotta be special for me.
And not just that, but when you tell somebody something, you punching it to their head too. It always helps.
Don't do it again. Quit talking to random guys on the internet that are sending you booby pics and telling them to come to your hotel. That's weird. Get a real friend. Or a Hustler magazine. Do they still have magazines? Not
I
really.
don't know, like Pornhub or whatever. Like everybody's got that.
That's insane, bro.
Not giving them a plug, but
Yeah. No.
But no, I'm glad to get caught up and get another podcast, and we're gonna try and get a little more regular with it.
Yeah.
Wife's just been busy on both of us, and a bit overbearing at times.
Yeah. Getting in school and out of summer was like a lot for me. Like in summer itself, like I feel like there's always like that. All right, the best thing to do in Baton Rouge is leave.
When people ask me all the time, they're like, "What's fun to do in Baton Rouge?" Go to the airport. Go to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Unless the fucking Tigers are playing, there's just not a lot here. It's just not. I like going to LSU games, but other than that, I can't think of a single activity that even in nature and hiking. So there's just not any fun hiking. You're fighting bugs or.
I'm taking you before y'all leave on the trails real quick. I'm gonna show you the trails around here, and you're gonna be able to more often.
Okay.
You'll be here when I'm not even here. It ain't gonna matter.
I wanna
7.5 miles crushed limestone trails through the woods, around the lakes, all through the neighborhoods, behind houses. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All neighbors should have something like that.
They should, but they fucking don't.
Yeah, ours don't. Sidewalks.
I feel like I'm in the 80s at Ferris Bueller's Day Off in Cameron's neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a couple houses that look like it back here. It's fucking great.
One of the NIL deal sponsor guys lives back there, McKernan or one of them.
Yeah.
One of them Gordons.
Yeah. Corey McKernan.
His wife lives back there or something. Burnt at her house a long, long, long time ago. Right on the lake, beautiful.
Yep.
All right, yeah, we definitely need to get this together, and we'll definitely we'll get the full story of our friend tomorrow, and maybe we can discuss that further on the next podcast. But let's get out of here. All right.
Guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for keeping up with us. It's been a little while. We're gonna get some more podcasts back out to add to our lives, so that we have an outlet. We're healthier. We're happier. We can be
therapy
stewards of a better life to our kids.
Makes me feel. I'm feeling better since I came in here. Like I've talked, and a lot more than I talked to I don't know. I talk a lot in here. We're forced to talk. We're sitting here and talking.
With you and me,
yeah,
we always talk. Even on jobs and everything in the past. If we
constantly,
If we could tape our conversations, the pearls of little things we figure out, good questions we have that we evoke great thought.
And we answer for each other.
Sure.
And the Google expert over here has been phenomenal in the facts. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that added a lot to the podcast.
We normally have a blonde girl here, but Lacey just lays there and sleeps. And
she don't do shit.
Yeah, she don't do nothing.
Demands her fucking filet mignon.
Well, guys, we're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye bye.
Cheers.